Hey everyone. So I have a theory about companies. How it's like, oh, the sole purpose of a company is to bring profits to shareholders, and that's what matters. As long as they're profitable, then it doesn't really matter. Um, that's not like the way people always thought forever. That's our recent um, theory. My thought is different, and I tried to explain it here in this piece of paper that I wrote down because I can't hold thoughts too long. Companies putting profits over all else leads to a society that suffers. Even if a society does not like a company's way of functioning, if a company is profitable, doing so, it will continue to do so. Yeah, see, that's how I write. uh, Examples like Roblox. Like, they're extremely profitable. They've had tons of issues with, like, predators and, like, all sorts of despicable stuff that's been happening to kids, and um, lots of different people have spoken out against them. It doesn't really matter. Like, they're gonna keep doing what they do. They could completely and totally afford to implement what their customer base is asking, but they don't want to. Why? I don't know. I'm not them. If I had billions of dollars and someone's like, "Hey, can you make this safer?" I'd be like, "Yeah, of course." I'm sorry that it wasn't safe in the first place. Same with like products. Like you say, you see a product on the shelf and someone gets hurt using it. It was never, in my opinion, that company's intention to make that product hurt you in the first place. And it's like something that they never wanted to happen, and then it did happen. They're like, "Hey, we're sorry, and we're gonna make a better product that doesn't hurt you because we want to make these products." And so that brings me to my point: is that companies aren't here to make profits. Profits come from fulfilling needs for goods and services. That's what companies are for. If your whole company is based around just making profit, you will have success. You're like, there will be success in that. Um, Obviously, with the caveat of all the other things going on, but that doesn't make it like, hey, this. And I guess we're seeing that here in America because maybe we're the furthest along the line. Developed nations might be the furthest along the line of dealing with a profit driven only motivation for companies. So I would say, yeah, companies are meant to fill the needs and wants through goods and services. And if they are successful in doing that, they will make profits. And that's not the other way around. Not where it's like, hey, we're here to make profit, and they'll, maybe you'll get a good, maybe you'll have some services. I don't know. Like, I think this change in thinking would lead to more competitive businesses and companies within America or whoever adopts it. I say in America because I'm going to say rather than companies just lobbying legislatively to the government and saying, "Hey, fix this. We we need you to do a carve out for us. We need you to make it easier for our company to be here. We need you to subsidize our industry or our specific company." That is what American companies do. That is like the big players do. I know small businesses don't do that because they can't afford to, and so they're forced to compete. And these big businesses who have all the money to market and campaign and lobby and say, "Oh, that's no, the competition's bad. You don't want that." No, we as like people do, as purchasers of your goods and service, we want competition because it'll drive down prices. You don't want it as the business because then you'll have to compete, which will force you to drop your prices. So, anyways, yeah, just want to share that.